of injury time. Welcome to the Markazi Stadium for our continuing coverage of the AFC Champions League Elite. It's a West Zone match between Nassaf and Al Hilal, and Nassaf in particular grateful it was only a couple of weeks ago that they first played, and they're able to at least try and get back on track after a really morale depressing result. They lost 4-2 to the defending champions from 2-0 up at half-time. It was a devastating result they suffered against Al Ahly, and they conceded twice in stoppage time, the second of those goals in the 15th minute of injury time. There are the conditions, very warm, 27 centigrade. If you deal in Fahrenheit, that's mid-80s. Pitch looks nigh on perfect, and they'll certainly feel that they have something of a score to settle, Nassaf, after what happened a couple of weeks ago on match day 1. As for Al Hilal, well, it was a little more straightforward. They beat Al Duhan of Qatar by 2-1. They did trail, actually, at the break in that match, but they were the better side and dominated the second period before getting the win. Uzbekistan football obviously on a real high, qualified for the 2026 World Cup. First time in their history they'll be at FIFA's showpiece event, but they want to do some damage in the AFC Champions League as well. Currently 7 points clear at the top of the Uzbekistan Super League, with only 7 games to go. In fact, they've only lost once all season domestically in their 23 matches, having won that league for the first time last season. It is an astonishing rise, really, when you think they were only founded in the mid-80s. This their 9th season in the AFC Champions League, although they've only got beyond the group stage once. That was back in 2022 when they reached the round of 16. They've never met before, incidentally, these two clubs. Al Hilal, of course, Asian powerhouses, 4-time Champions League winners. Most recently in 2021. Last year they lost out to Al Ahly in the semis. Got a rich history too. Founded in the mid-50s, but of course in the 70s they were managed for a time by the legendary Brazilian Mario Zagallo, and then the World Cup winner Revellino played for the club as well. More recently, of course, Neymar signed him a couple of years ago for around about $100 million US. And now they have another big name in charge in the Italian Simone Inzaghi. Stadium that holds around 23,000, and they make a lot of noise. Souvenir scarves are out. They love hosting big name clubs. They love ruffling feathers, Nassaf, seeing whether they can get their Champions League back on track here this evening. Got to say, they haven't got a great record actually against teams from Saudi Arabia. Just 1 win in 8 meetings, and they've lost the last 4, but they are on an unbeaten run in this competition of 11 games, obviously going back a couple of seasons. That's at home. And they're quite stingy defensively. They've only conceded more than one goal in one of those matches, that 11-game run. It's the embryonic stages of the domestic league in Saudi Arabia, so Al Hilal only played 4 matches, 2 wins and 2 draws so far. On the Pro League, a record 19 times, and they're the defending champions. Won the title 4 times in the last 5 years, Al Hilal. There's Rizakul Berdiev, something of a legend here. 13 years he's been in charge, would you believe? 5 titles and 5-time Uzbek Coach of the Year. Actually played for the club as well. He played for the club for 11 years as a midfielder. And there's Simone Inzaghi, who only arrived here in June after 4 years at Inter Milan. Well, the Nassaf boss, Rizakul Berdiev, is forced into a defensive reshuffle with Alibek Davronov suspended after being sent off in the 13th minute of stoppage time on matchday 1. 2 other changes from that game, including a recall for Mukitdinov in midfield. Hossein Norchayev is the leading goal scorer with 14 for the season, including both goals in this competition on matchday 1. Man in charge tonight is Ahmed Alali from Kuwait, and as ever we will have VAR in operation, and the men in charge of monitoring the monitors, so to speak, are also from Kuwait. Eshmuradov on the left is the Nassaf captain. Well, 5 alterations in the Al Hilal side from matchday 1. Influential Portuguese defender João Cancelo hasn't travelled. No sign either of Brazilian striker Malcolm. He's not on the bench. So fellow countryman Marcos Leonardo will lead the line. And you can expect to see both Hamdan and Cano supplying the ammunition from the flanks. 5 substitutes can be used, and 1 additionally in the case of a concussion issue. Clock just ticking round towards kick-off time. So away we go with Nassaf all in red, attacking the goal away to our right in this first half, and looking to banish the memories of what happened just a couple of weeks ago when they surrendered that lead in quite dramatic circumstances. Coach Berdiev says they've got it out of their system. We'll see the evidence with our own eyes in the next 90 minutes. Heard one of the journalists in the build-up to this match ask Simone Inzaghi if he'd be happy with the draw tonight. He kind of laughed in the reporter's face. Of course, they play 8 matches in total, and having won their opener, if you can get together an early string of victories, it gives you a little bit of leeway later in the competition, towards the end of the group stage, to maybe make a few team alterations, because obviously both these sides need to shuffle their pack in terms of trying to keep a league title challenge alive domestically, as well as have a run in this competition. Hand down away straight away, and an early chance for Al Hilal. Should be attacking, it is! Inside 1.5 minutes, but the flag is up. It's not going to count. Well, he will be very annoyed, I reckon, Simone Inzaghi, because I don't think there was any need for him to be offside. Will be checked, of course. But if he'd come from behind the ball, there wouldn't have been a problem, assuming that the initial pass... Let's have a look. Oh, he didn't come from behind the ball, Hamdan. And that was the problem. I think the first pass was actually okay. Either way, it's been ruled out, and an early let-off for that man, Berdiev. Well, they are still looking at it. First replay that we saw, it appeared that he wasn't behind the ball. It's Marcos Leonardo who put it in, but they are still deciding whether or not this is going to count. Well, to say he's not pleased is something of an understatement. And I think basically it was because there was no need for it. If Marcos Leonardo actually had looked up, he could have stayed on side. So Inzaghi's frustration fully justified, not with the decision, but with his own player. Given away rather sloppily. Interesting to see how they react, having had that goal chalked off. This is Bakramov, who's one of the more creative players you'll see in red tonight. Only 20, but he's already an international. Meanwhile, here comes Hamdan. Needs a bit of support, not much of an angle, but he's still forced the save out of Nemetov. Doesn't have a great scoring record, Abdullah Hamdan. Just 7 league goals for the club in more than 80 appearances. Actually, his goal-scoring record for his country in terms of goals-to-games ratio is better than it is for his club. 10 in 40 for Saudi Arabia. But he kept Nemetov honest at his near post. Abdurrahmatov will take the corner, first of the match. Bright start, you'd have to say, from Al Hilal. It's a free header too, but drifting beyond the far post. And the Nassaf fans can breathe again. Just can't get hold of the ball at the moment, the home team. Cleared away by Hernandez. Little touch from Hamdan, with Hernandez continuing his run, and they've got options here, including Cano waiting. Excellent challenge, and it had to be from Golban. I think his experience is going to be key tonight at left back, the 35-year-old. Born in Russia. Spent the first 6 years of his career there. It's the second spell at the club here, actually. Left in 2018, then came back last year by Navpahor. So Al Tuhayfan winding up for the long throw here for Inzaghi's side. Looking for the near post flick, didn't really get it. It's out to Hamdan again. Hit his own player. No card, just a free kick given here for Al Hilal. I'll take that as a word of warning, I think, for Bakramov. Just clumsy, really, I think, rather than malicious. But it does give Al Hilal an opportunity with the set play. Just about everyone back for Nassaf. Line right on the edge of the penalty area, which broke rather as the free kick was played in, but no danger in the end. To do very well to beat Nebatov from that range with a header. And Makamadiev can start again for the hosts. Al Hilal actually unbeaten so far this season in all competitions, 6 games, they've won 4 of them. Just feel that Nassaf need to settle down here. It's been a strong opening from the Saudi Arabian side. That let off with the disallowed goal, and now need to try and get some kind of a foothold in the match. Headed away comfortably by Hilal. Picked up by Nazruliev. It's not the worst cross. A little bit of possession here will do them a power of good. Here's Bozorov. Initially it was some quite neat interplay involving Mukadinov on that far side, but couldn't keep possession. Abderrahmatov. It's a positive ball, but he couldn't make anything of it, Bakramov. Rather muscled out of it by the attentions of Kano. Cheers around the ground every time Al Hilal get hold of possession. Here's Milinkovic-Savic. Very experienced Serbian. He played 300 games for Lazio in Rome. Genuine box-to-box midfielder. And that's the thing, they've got threats from all over, whether it's Ali Bilehi getting up to support Marcus Leonardo or Kano out wide. What can they do with this throw? Again, they didn't get the flick they were looking for, and unceremoniously whacked away by Abderrahmatov. Most of the match at the moment being played in the Nassaf half, and that's fallen kindly for Hamdan. Trying to thread the eye of a needle with a pass, and via a ricochet safely back with Nematov. Only 24, Nematov. He came through the youth setup here, the keeper. He's already made more than 100 league appearances. Actually voted the best keeper at the Under-23 Asian Cup last year. Will be a Nassaf throw. Nearly found a way through there, Bozarov. He's only 5'6", but he's got quick feet. He loves to take players on. And here's his cross. And a shooting chance here. He rather thrashed at that goal ban. He has scored this season, doesn't get many, a big defender. But that skewed off the outside of his boot and well off target. Yassine Bono is the Al Hilal goalkeeper. 34 years of age. Slightly delayed, but the referee has given the free kick. Forward by Koulibaly. Nicely taken by Marcus Leonardo. Took 3 defenders clustered around him to dispossess the Brazilian. Kept alive by Hernandez. That's a clever ball to get Cano away. That will be the game's first corner. Two-man committee over the ball. Name will be Theo Hernandez to take. It will be. Takes a lot of the set plays, but he'd have hoped to take it rather better than that. It's a poor delivery. He didn't beat the first defender. Given away very casually, straight to Hernandez. Milinkovic Savic got involved. Touch from Hamdan. And now Tambakti. No press at all, is there, from Nassaf? Koulibaly. Well, that won't impress Inzaghi, who exhibited far better passing and control as a player than that. And during his time here, Inter as a manager won Serie A title twice, and also was a beaten finalist twice in the Champions League. European Champions League, that is. Bozarov did well, but then couldn't keep it. A few players actually just having an issue with keeping their footing. Safely back from Mohammadi. Flags up. Just for a minute, the defender looked like he was in a little spot of trouble, but managed to get out of it just about. Tambakti. Now Kano. Licensed to stretch those long legs down this near touchline, but that was very clumsy. Lost the ball and knocked the defender over in the process. I think it's going to be a card, although certainly Abdurakhmatov felt it. First time we've needed a physio. It just didn't really stop. I mean, he'd say it was his momentum, but it was distinctly careless. Well, I think I'd be happy to be on terms at the moment. Berdiev. He won't. %57 possession at the moment for Al Hilal. Feels like more than that, actually. They played for just over a quarter of an hour, still goalless here. That early scare when Marcus Leonardo had the ball in the net, early scare for Nassaf that was. And it was ruled out for offside. This is Leonardo, nice turn, but again, the touch was a little lacking. And whacked out for a throw on that far side. Tambakti to take eventually. Marcus Leonardo beaten in the air. Here's Hernandez, one of the summer signings. One of the goals on matchday 1. Kano. Tambakti again. Savage. Tambakti. Just all rather fizzled out and got to the edge of that Nassaf penalty area. Well, making Ali Boulahi's life a little tricky on that far side was the pestering Norchayev. He's won 5 Saudi Pro League titles, Ali Boulahi, in his time at Al Hilal. 35 now. Here he is again. Rather a nameless ball. Nice touch that from Abdurakhmatov. And here comes Bakramov. Leonardo. Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, goalkeeper lost it. It's an absolute present. Well, he can't believe his luck there, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. But what an error from Nemetov. It came gift-wrapped. He seemed to have it. He lost it. And the Serbian just could not miss. Well, the home fans absolutely stunned by that. You will not see a piece of more calamitous goalkeeping than that in the Champions League this season. Just when it looked as though Nassaf had weathered the early storm. Let's make sure there's no issues. I don't think there are any. No. Well onside. Keeper had it, lost it. And Milinkovic-Savic just walked it in. An absolute gift. Crossed by Hamdan. But Nemetov will have nightmares about that. 22 minutes to goal time. And now Nassaf are playing catch-up. It's his first of the season. He won't score an easy one in his career. Can they find some kind of a response, Nassaf? Midway through the half. Just can't take into account catastrophic individual errors like that. They were under a lot of pressure in the early moments of this match, maybe first 5-6 minutes. Got away with one with the goal that wasn't given, but just as they appeared to be getting a grip on things, an individual mistake has put them behind the 8 ball again. Nice pass and move football, and in the end the shot needed saving from Hamdan. Saved the corner, but more importantly Nemetov saved from the Al Hilal number 99. Look at the space that's available for Al Hilal in midfield. Milinkovic-Savic again. "21 minutes, incidentally, the goal time has been revised to. No fouls, good play from Norchayev, and a good recovery too from Abdulai. How many men they've got forward here, looking for a second. Need to go the long way round there, Hernandez. Back to Milinkovic-Savic. It's Hernandez again. Can't get a touch at the moment. Nassaf. Chance to deliver, just a bit big for Hamdan. And it's been rescued by Hernandez. All hands on deck for the home team to defend, and eventually they've scrambled it away. Well, maybe a counter. They had a lot of players back defending though, and that was a poor ball. Here goes Hernandez, seeing a lot of the ball, the number 19 at the moment. Dad and brother were both pros actually, with Hernandez. in July after 6 years at AC Milan. Now this is more promising. Ozarov's cross though was comfortably cleared. It's come out to Eshmeridov. Bakramov! That is an absolute peach! What a hit out of absolutely nothing! Somerset Bakramov, take a bow! A bullet! And they were only behind for 5 minutes. His blushes have been spared to an extent. There didn't seem any danger. And Bakramov picked it up. I mentioned earlier how highly rated he is, both at Nassaf and within the Uzbekistan national team. No question he'll be playing at the World Cup in a year's time. What a beauty. Somewhat surprisingly, it's his first of the season. You could argue maybe they didn't close him down particularly well, but from what? Fully 25 metres, maybe a bit further. Bono never got anywhere near it. Stunner. It was one of those that was just arcing further and further away from the goalkeeper's outstretched arm as it honed in on that top corner. Well, now it's game on. Here's Leonardo. Too much on the pass. No flag there against Norchayev, who is quick, just couldn't get away from the attentions of Koulibaly. The Senegalese would do well to keep close tabs on Norchayev. Eventually got both the goals against Al Ahly on match day 1. Koulibaly for Bulehi. Now Hernandez. Cano did well. Hernandez's cross, that will be a corner. Third of the match, and all of them to Al Hilal. Hernandez then to take. A very crowded penalty area. They've got the first flick on, and an appeal of some kind to the referee from Hamdan. I think it's going to fall on deaf ears. That'll be the keeper's. Not sure if he was asking for a handball or if there was something else that happened in there. Either way, referee Ahmed Al Ahly wasn't the slightest bit interested. Koulibaly was there defending, and the referee said no, used a hand. So here's a free kick for Nassaf in a semi-threatening position. I think they're still arguing about what happened at the other end from that last corner. Bit late now to ask VAR to get involved. That was the handball that's led to this free kick, but I think what the Al Hilal players are saying to the referee was that there was an incident in the other penalty area, but that's gone. Half an hour played at the Makazi Stadium, which has come to life since that brilliant Bakramov goal. Kadinov probably would be favourite to take this free kick. At least 6 players forward for Nassaf. Al-Balali normally has something to say. I think he's just said to them, look, that incident with the corner, whatever it was, we're not looking at it, play on. Here's the free kick, in towards the near post, it just needed a touch. In the end, safely through to Yassin Bono. Wasn't the worst delivery, actually. Someone had gambled and just got across the near post. Might have given the keeper a problem. Well, for all their possession, Al Hilal have found themselves pegged back by an absolute screamer of a goal. Will that go on and inspire Nassaf? Because I don't think too many saw it coming, even some of the Nassaf faithful inside the stadium. This is Koulibaly, ultra experienced, of course, played at Metz and Chelsea, Napoli. Al-Balali. Here's Cano. Oh, that's clever. Really nicely done for Hernandez, who's in again here. Hernandez, good defending. Maybe could have crossed it a fraction earlier, Theo Hernandez. And now it's Nassaf looking for something on the counter. Starting to become a little more end-to-end now, this football match. Lead off by Hilal. Buliev. Now Ishmuradov. Nice little 1-2, but they had strength in numbers defensively, Al Hilal. It was Neves, and no one anywhere near that in the blue shirt. So Abderrahmatov will start again for Nassaf. Just too much on that. Norchayev is the target, and almost every time they play a ball through the middle, either long or short, it's the number 18 that they're trying to hit. And he was beaten to that ball by Koulibaly. That's well defended by Tambakti. Awkward for a fullback when the ball's dropping over your shoulder like that. Hernandez. He's probably seen more of the ball than anyone else on the pitch in the first half so far. Milinkovic-Savic. Didn't see any options he liked in front of him, so went back to Tambakti. Neves. Cleverly done, and a chance to cross. Easily cleared. And that will be a free kick. Silly challenge, really. He'd be a terrible poker player, wouldn't he? Simone Inzaghi. Heart on sleeve from the first minute to the last when he's on the touchline. So potentially trouble all of Nassaf's own making here. Free kick that was unnecessarily conceded. Now they have to try and defend it. Hernandez looks like he has a plan. That probably wasn't it, though. Champions League, European Champions League at Real Madrid back in 2018, Theo Hernandez. Not quite as expressive as his counterpart, Berdiev, but still very determined to make his point. His cannon. Nearly an excellent pass. Could see exactly what he was trying to do. There's not a lot of margin for error. I think he moves almost as fast on the touchline as he used to move on the pitch as a player, Inzaghi. On the chase, his hand down. Got that all wrong. And despite all the possession they've had, haven't really created that many clear-cut chances. The goal they got was an absolute present. Foul on Hernandez. Looks like Neves is going to take this one. With 6 blue shirts to aim at, just on the edge of that area. Here's the Portuguese, didn't get sufficient elevation on it. Straight up in the air by Tambacti. Awkward for the goalkeeper though, he did well. Never easy having to come through a bit of a crowd. Got a decent punch in fact the flag was up anyway. Not that he was to know that. Albulahi right in front of him. Wouldn't have mattered though. Inside the last 5 minutes now of the first half. Hernandez. Pity, because that had a little bit of promise until Borisov just took too heavy a touch. Just about got his clearance in there, Nemetov. Oh, that's nice hold-up play from Norchayev. Borisov. Morchayev is waiting in the middle if they can get a cross in. Abdimakmatov just wanted too much time. Well, it wasn't a commodity that he had very much of. All the way back now with Tambakti. Koulibaly for Cano. Tambakti striding forwards again, there's no press whatsoever. And so the right back thought he'd just carry on. Went a long way with it. Milinkovic-Savic. Forward by Leahy. And that's an errant touch, and it'll roll out harmlessly for a goal kick with exactly 3 minutes left in this first period. Solid header. Tambakti, and that's going to be the keeper's ball. Leahy can start again. Tambakti was looking for Leonardo. It kind of worked out almost by accident. Here's Hernandez. Flag up again, though. Yeah. No question, he was coming back from an offside position. Alto Hefen. Defender rather committed himself there and is left with no choice really but to foul his opponent. Ali Boulahi. Now Cano. Last minute of normal time in the first half. 1-1. Entertaining first period too. Almost one comedy goal and one wonder goal. Boulahi. Tambakti. Neves. It's been a little quiet by his own standards, Ruben Neves, midfield. Milinkovic-Savic had to go the long way round, but they've kept the ball. They've done really well until that final pass went astray, and the Serbian, you can see the frustration. Don't imagine there's going to be too much stoppage time. We had the one VAR check and disallowed goal. Yeah, there we go, just 3 minutes. And I think from memory we've had a physio's been on once. So we're into that 3 minutes now. Leahy. He'll keep coming to give him the opportunity. Back for Cano. maybe Inzaghi will feel that Cano hasn't asked as many questions down this near touchline that he would have wanted him to. Still time, though, for Al Hilal to score before the break. Hamdan. Into Marcus Leonardo. Nowhere really for Hernandez to go. That's a lovely pass for Hamdan. And the first time shot was saved. It was very close to the keeper. And it was pushed away by Nemetov. Nicely worked move, though, from Al Hilal to get round the back. Tambakti. Good pressure from Nazruliev. Hernandez. Shrugged off the first challenge, still going, Hernandez, still going! That is a fantastic individual goal! Well, he's been the best player on the pitch, but that was absolutely magical. He went past a succession of Nassaf players as if they weren't there. And then the Frenchman found the perfect, cheeky little chip finish over Nemetov. And some absolute brilliance has put Al Hilal back in front. Seemed like it was glued to his foot. Nothing the keeper could do about that one. That's 1, 2, 3, 5 of them. They almost got out of his way. Just wonderful skill. It's a fabulous individual goal, nearly overbalanced a couple of times. It's his 4th of the season, his 2nd in this competition. And it will give Al Hilal the lead at the half-time break, which is just a few seconds away now. Well, we've seen 2 absolutely credible goals, completely different. Almost a fitting end to what's been a stunningly entertaining first 45 minutes. Might be more to come, you know. Norchayev. Just showed a bit too much of that to Hernandez, who took it off his toe. And that is half-time. Well, 3 goals doesn't really tell you the whole story. The first was a terrible mistake by Nemetov, the Nassaf keeper. Then we saw a wonder hit from Bakramov, and then that man, Hernandez, with a superb individual goal on the stroke of half-time to give Al Hilal the advantage. And on the balance of play, it's very hard to say that they don't deserve it. But certainly 2 candidates, early candidates for Champions League goal of the season. And it all means the half-time score is Nassaf 1, Al Hilal 2.
is cooling.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then we want to do our best in the next game. From this trail, boys. The ultimate promise of team history will be ready. We have played a role in the future of football. With Kelly, leave your mark.
Well, a warm welcome back to the Markazi Stadium, where it's 2-1 in Al Hilal's favour in its AFC Champions League Elite West region match. And I think I've seen a change about to be made, as Dragan Ciran, the Serbian midfielder, was stripped off. It looked like he was ready to come on for Nassaf. Norchoyev's been busy so far without really having a genuine effect on proceedings. Al Hilal seemingly in no hurry to return to the pitch. Had a long chat with Tambakti, the coaching staff. Milinkovic-Savic just behind him. Well, goal ban is definitely come off, and that is not Ciran. That is Jadakir Sidikov, attacking midfielder. So when we go for the second half, we will tidy up those substitutions for you momentarily. But if you've just come in, Al Hilal all in blue. They're attacking the goal away to our right in the second half, leading by 2-1. After Hernandez's wonderful solo goal put Al Hilal back in front right at the end of the first half. Milinkovic-Savic rather put them ahead after a dire piece of goalkeeping from Nemetov, and then a wonderful strike from Bakranov levelled for Nassaf. Koulibaly gave it away, won it back, and now it's a throw for the home side. Wasn't overly extended, Koulibaly, in that first half. I tell you, Ciran has definitely come on as well. There he was in possession. Here's Gorbayev. Azruliev. It's actually Sharaf Mokitdinov who's the other man who's been replaced. So that's a straight swap to get Ciran on, the Serb. No changes for Al Hilal at the break. Keeper thought about coming there, but there were so many bodies in front of him, he dare not. And on the charge here comes Hamdan. Oh, that's a waste. No one was closing him down. He had all the time in the world to measure that cross. Got it all wrong. Well, he'll be pleased his team are in front, but I think he'll want a bit more insurance. I suspect a third goal might take the sting out of Nassaf. While it's still 2-1, home team will still think they can get back into this match. Just slightly wrong, the pass for Norchayev. Tripped in by Tambakti. Kamadov saw off the danger. And to Hefan. Back for Neves. Oh, that was a sloppy touch by his stands. He got away with it. To Fehan here was playing as much like a right winger than a right back in the first half. First half that Al Hilal dominated in terms of possession. Nearly 65% of the ball they enjoyed. Hamdan, and again, nice little give and go that with Milinkovic-Savic. Well, that's a decent cross, and it was well dealt with in the nick of time by Abduramatov. I think he's all right. So first corner of the second half goes to the away side. Neves to take with the away to goal. Free header. What a chance that was. Milinkovic-Savic was right in there. And even after the initial header, there were several blue shirts on the scene who only needed to apply a touch, but none could do so. Big let off that for Nassaf. Can they capitalise? Ashmuradov. Still a lot of noise in the stadium. I don't think that the Nassaf faithful have given up the fight here by any means. Moradov, Wiliev, no Chiran. More promising this for Nassaf. Three waiting in the penalty area. This wasn't close enough to any of them. Sorted out by Hamdan. Looked for the early ball. And there was cover there. It was a very entertaining first 45 minutes, and the early evidence of the second half is going to be similar in that regard. Makamadov. That was an excellent pass. Nazuliev. Just overran it, but it's come back to Bozorov, who found room for the cross, but too deep. They've still kept it alive though. Silikov, the substitute. Bozarov. Classy touch that from Neves, but Al Hilal have lost it. That's Ruliev. There's Ruliev again. Probably about the longest spell of sustained possession they've had in the match to date. Using all his experience, just getting his body in between the attacker and the ball, letting it run out for the goal kick. Just about. No, it wasn't kept in. Well, that's a bit sloppy. Shake of the head from Hernandez. Tells you all you need to know. Bozarov involved in pretty much everything when Nassaf do go forward. That's Ruliev. Back for Buliev. Happy to be patient in possession, Nassaf. Hilal won it in the air. Flicked on by Cano. Out to Hefan. Cano again. That's a lovely ball, taken in stride by Hamdan. They've got players over here as well. Round the back. Excellent defending. Still the chance was there. The back flip didn't work. And all Cano's good work comes to nothing. And in fact, there was a flag up in any case. But Mohamed Cano there, for all the world, looked like he was going to increase Al Hilal's lead, either directly or with a cross to set up a tap-in. In the end, neither happened. And Nassaf still will in this match. Buliev. And Ruliev. Now Bozarov. Did he get clipped? He did. Referee thought about that for a few seconds, then gave the decision. That was the incident just before at the other end. Yeah, it was clearly some way offside. Marcus Leonardo trying to get on the end of Cano's cross. Now, what can they cook up here from the free kick, Nassaf? Chiran is right in there. Also Sidikov, both the substitutes. Keeper chose to punch. Reasonable distance on it. But it's well rescued by Abdulrahmatov. And here's a chance, but blasted over the top. Disappointing finish from Eshmuradov. They were asking for a handball prior to that. I think against that man, Ali Bulahi. But in the end, it was all rather wasteful. No check required. Koulibaly. Milinkovic Savic, that's a great ball. Yami just had to get the ball out from under his studs. Milinkovic Savic again. Oh, was that a hand? It looked rather like it. Referee says no accidental. Crowd don't like it, understandably. I like it even less if that had ended up in the back of their net. We've got a man down in the area for Al Hilal. And now Chiran's gone down as well. So bodies everywhere. Chiran's okay. Hopefully Hernandez will be as well. There's no way that you can give a penalty for that. He's got his hands behind his back. He's not looking at the ball, so he's not moving his hand towards the ball. Eshmuradov. Beautiful pass, that. And the finish is pretty good too. Sidikov has levelled for Nassaf. What a ball, though. Absolute perfection. He still had a lot to do, Jadakir Sidikov. It wasn't the best angle, but he found a way past Jassi Bono, and for the second time, Nassaf have pulled themselves level. Right on the hour. And when we see the replay, I think we'll see again just how good a pass this was to get the substitute in. How about that? Eshmuradov with the wonderful ball, and he kept his composure, Sidikov. One little touch to control, and one to side-foot it into the corner. It was perfectly into his path. That was the first touch, and then through the goalkeeper. Eshmuradov, that's an assist and a half. So, Inzaghi's side pegged back for a second time. What else is there in store for us in this match? Laid off by Hamdan. Oh, had to concentrate there. The defender, he did very well in the end. Nasrulliyev it was. Well, not that the crowd were ever quiet, but the goal has just re-energized them. They can potentially centre, famous wind coming here. Still got half an hour to go. Well, it's drilled in and then put over his own crossbar in the end by Gulbaliev. I'm not sure it was cleanly off his boot, but he got it to safety. That's all that mattered at the end of the day. Fifth corner of the game, all of them to the visitors. Hernandez will take this one. As Koulibaly's header. Again, it just needed someone in a blue shirt to take advantage. Oh, Sidikov's done fantastically well there. Thought he might have made a present of it to Koulibaly, but no. So Al-Bulahi will start again. That's a lovely ball too. Milinkovic-Savic is round the back, is he? Excellent defending. Had to time that to perfection. And he did exactly that, Gulbaliev. Al-Hilal still have it though. Yami. Tambati. Yami again. Swept wide by Neves. Neves again. Maybe seeing a little bit more of the ball in the second half than he did in the first. Tambati. Hamdan. Crowd not enjoying this spell of Al-Hilal possession. Al-Bulahi. Kano sweeps it wide, trying to bring El-Yami into the play. Just probing for an opening at the moment, the Saudi Arabian side. And they do play it in. It was rather shabbily put behind, really, for a corner. So a third change coming here for Nassaf. Abdurakhmatov is coming off, and Surab Nuruliev will come on and play, presumably centre of midfield. Still got a couple of subs in hand as Ruzikul Berdiev. Inzaghi yet to make a change. There's the corner. Oh, it's a free hit, and that's a very good save. Had to react very smartly there, Nemetov, and he got down well, and he hung on to it. To give me more credit for that, could so easily have been Al-Hilal back in front. It's excellent goalkeeping. Bulehi was back defending. Now Aliami. So past the halfway period in this second half. All two defenders almost left it to each other. In the end, Golbiev did very well just to get in the way and stop Hamdan going anywhere. Danger may not be over there. Here's Neves. Forward by Neves again. Aliani should be the goalkeeper. In fact, he let it go, and then it was very easy for him. Nemetov at the second time of asking, trying to get a quick counter away. It'll be a free kick for Nassaf against Hernandez. Well, this was the save, because Cano caught that flush and he got down very, very quickly, Nemetov. Top-class goalkeeping, that. And it stuck, just about. This was the challenge that's left Sidikov with a problem. Seemed too much in it, really, at first glance. Just felt something when he fell. Anyhow, Physio has worked his magic. Still prowling in his technical area, Ruzikul Berdiev. Sheeran. Not the pass he was looking for. It's a better ball for Hamdan. Tambakti. Rather telegraph the pass. Cano there. First change for Al Hilal. It's Ali Bulehi who's going to come off. A few alterations to the captain's armband. And Caio Cesar, the Brazilian midfielder, is coming on.
Substitution for Al-Hilal. Player number 11, Caio Cesar. Replaced by player
Another change here as well for Nassaf, and clearly Sidikov can't continue after that knock that he took a few moments ago. Well, that's very disappointing for him, especially after the goal that he got. But he's been withdrawn.
Substitution for Nassaf. Number 9, is replaced by player number 71,
Beldulliev, who's come on. Not quite like for like, because he's not a genuine striker. He'll play just in behind, I would reckon. Here's Sheeran. He really had an Orchaev ahead of him. Wasn't the best pass, in all honesty. Towards that near post, and an early strike for Caio Cesar. He probably should have done better. First thought was he didn't really connect as he wanted to, and it was no more than a standard save for Nemetov. It was right place, right time for the substitute. Yeah, hit it into the ground. Still needed saving though. Aliami. Neves. Aliami again, seeing a lot of the ball on this near side, trying to get Caio Cesar in, and he has been penalised. So into the last quarter of an hour. Locked together, 2-2 here. Remember, Nassaf lost their opener a couple of weeks ago, lost 4-2 from 2-0 up. Al Hilal under Inzaghi there, with a 2-1 victory against Al Duhail. Sheeran did well. Bozarov. And again Bozarov. He's a lively character. Bakramov failed to get it under control, and now they may be in trouble at the other end with Hamdan charging forward. That's too far for Caio Cesar to reach. He will retrieve it though. Bakti. Well, did manfully to try and get that under control, Milinkovic-Savic. I don't think he ever had much chance, and he was offside in any case. Bit of cramp, I suspect. It's Oybek Bozarov who is in need of some help from his teammate. Hopefully he'll be okay. Well, they do have another substitute about to be introduced here, Nassaf. Stefan Cholovic. Somewhat surprising, he wasn't in the original starting lineup actually. The Serbian. So it is Botterov who's come off, and Chonovic is on, and that's the last change that Ruzikol Berdiev can make. All 5 subs on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the total attendance for the matches 17,120. Bu sırada maydanoz 12 turistlerden birisi çalışanlar.
Milinkovic-Savic charging forward, looks full of energy, and he's still going, and that's a really good ball, and that's 3-2. The flag stays down, and Marcus Leonardo has given Al Hilal the lead for the 3rd time, and maybe this occasion they can make it stick. It was all about Milinkovic-Savic though. After that wonder goal he scored in the first half, again he beat a couple of challenges, and this time set up his Brazilian teammate, who produced a very tidy finish. Looked onside, a little delicate dink from the 32-year-old, and Al Hilal 3-2 up. Lovely little reverse pass from the Serbian and the Brazilian, who of course had that effort ruled out after just a minute and a half. This one stands. Well, where do Nassaf go from here? 10 minutes plus stoppage time to attempt to level for the 3rd time. Ashmuradov. Down the line from Nazruliev. Well, that will be a free kick. It was a clumsy challenge on Marcus Leonardo. He was never going to not go down. Well, it'll be a hard-fought victory if Inzaghi's team do hold on here. Wouldn't know that his men were in front, would you? From that expression. Wouldn't put it past Al Hilal actually to go and get a 4th, because obviously Nassaf need to press forward and leave themselves seriously exposed. Al Hilal have been good on the counter-attack this evening. Not a single yellow card either tonight so far. Unusual. Free kick for Nassaf. Chiran. Referee may have played a decent advantage there. Here's Nazruliev. Mironoev. And again. Cholovic rather hemmed in that corner, and he had two opponents for company. Looked like a tough ask to get any kind of a crossing from there. Nazruliev. Should be a Nassaf throw. No, it's gone the other way. Which the crowd certainly don't like. So double change coming here for Al Hilal. Al-Dasiri coming on to play in midfield. Looks like Cano is the other man to come off. Yeah, he is. And Ali Najami, to shore things up at the back, is on as well. Marcus Leonardo nearly managed to thread it through for Caio Cesar, not quite. So exactly 5 minutes of normal time left. Nassaf trying to find an equaliser for a third time. Helped on by Chira. Leonardo's touch, and he's got it back again, the Brazilian. This is good football. Milinkovic-Savic. Caio Cesar. Wide. Wasn't a great deal of angle for him. Maybe it'd have been better trying to go across the keeper than beating him at his near post. Chira looking to get Cholovic involved on that far side as often as they can. Man, he's just come on. Tambakti was first to the loose ball. Baduliev. Nazruliev. Isn't the worst ball in. Had to be watched very carefully, and it was. Oh, given away very clumsily. Now, can they make something of this? Just have to pull back a minute, Bakarov, rather than go forward. Now it's Ubeduliev. That pass was a little short. They've managed to keep it alive. Cholovic. Not the most convincing of a piece of control you'll ever see, but got the job done by Ali Najami. Certainly took their time about the throw. Well, one more goal would surely settle it now for Al Hilal. Pushed Al-Yami rather wider than he wanted to go. Marcus Leonardo. Can't get the football at the moment, Nassaf. So we move into the final minute of normal time. There will be quite a bit to add, I would imagine. Good feet from Bakramov. And an even better time tackle from Hassan Tambakti, who's striding forward with it now. Was intended for Marcus Leonardo, but Caio Caesar has picked it up. Leonardo again. Can he finish? He can't. Defender just nicked it away from, I think, Nazruliev. Got a little bit of the ball. Otherwise, Marcus Leonardo may have had his second, and Al Hilal's fourth. Let's have a look. Yeah, just there. Well, that was his last involvement, actually. He's going off along with Hamad Al-Yami. And the last two available substitutions that he had now made by Simone Inzaghi. Abdullah Radif is on. He's a striker. Not sure how much service he'll get in stoppage time. And Moteb El Harbi who will play as a centre-half for whatever time still remains here. Well, there's life, there's hope for Nassaf. In towards Nuruliev. Well, it's given away. Chirdan's rescued it. Koulibaly across and to the rescue. Now Caio Caesar, I was going to say, can run it clear. He was fouled, and that'll suit Al Hilal just fine. Get a free kick and another chance to slow the game down a little bit. 7 minutes of stoppage time, by the way, we're into. Eshmeridov. Confirmation that we still have just over 4 minutes to play of time added on. Still a glimmer of hope for Ruzi Kulberdiev's team. Good feet from Caio Cesar. Given away rather sloppily. And still time. Here's Bakramov. That's disappointing. Bakramov has had a decent game, but just when he needed to pull out a decent pass, he got it all wrong. Al Harbi, who's just come on, did well to win it back. Caio Cesar. Al Harbi again. Milinkovic-Savic, he'd have a claim on man of the match, I would reckon. Al Harbi. Caio Cesar. Just happy to keep the ball at the moment and run the clock down. Al Hilal, 2.5 minutes left of injury time. Space here for Dacia. Entitled to try his luck from that range. Didn't really catch it with any genuine authority. Oh, look at this for a run. He's tried to set up Milinkovic-Savic. It was a poor pass. And maybe there's going to be a final chance here on the counter-attack for Nassaf. That was Chiron. Their passing has really gone to pieces in the last 5 or 6 minutes. There might be a few tired legs out there, I suspect. Milinkovic-Savic. You just see that they're not doing a great deal of running, the Nassaf players. So 1 minute to go of stoppage time. Caio Cesar still going. And he will get a corner. Presumably there will be time to take it. Not exactly rushing, are they? Well, referee might actually get a card out for the first time here this evening. There it is. Blatant time wasting. I think it is Neves who's been booked. Milinkovic-Savic, that was nicely done to get to the byline. Played well over the 7 minutes. Referee's had one look. That was a Shabablo free kick. I don't think Anabi's hurt. He's thought he can run the clock down a little bit. Last few seconds, still as engrossed as ever, Simone Inzaghi. And that is full time at the Markazi Stadium. Al Hilal, 2 wins out of 2 now, starting their Champions League campaign in exactly the right way. Nassaf, though, a second successive defeat. And even though they still have 6 matches to play, starting to be a little concerning for those supporters. Really entertaining game. Milinkovic-Savic opened the scoring 21 minutes in after a terrible goalkeeping error by Nemetov. And then we had two worldies. First, a wonderful strike from Sororbek Bakramov from fully 25 metres. And then, when Hernandez decided to go solo, beat 5 players, albeit the defending wasn't of the highest calibre, but it was a lovely solo jinking run. Sinikov, the substitute, equalised for Nassaf on the hour after a wonderful pass from Esmeradov. And then the Brazilian Marcus Leonardo got the winner 11 minutes from time. On the balance of play, you'd have to say Al Hilal deservedly take maximum points. It's the question of how far Simone Inzaghi's team can go as they bid to win a 5th Asian Champions League title. Final score in Uzbekistan, it's finished Nassaf 2, Al Hilal 3.
Aziz do'stlar, Osiyo Futbol Konfederatsiyasi bugungi uchrashuv o'yinchisini e'lon qiladi. Ushbu mukofot Saudiya turizm idorasi tomonidan taqdim etiladi. Bu mukofot o'yin davomida alohida mahorat, iroda va yetakchilikni namoyon etgan futbolchini e'tirof etish maqsadida beriladi. Uchrashuvning eng yaxshi futbolchisi Marcos Almeida, Al Hilal.